A quick note before we start, this video will not be edited like my last video on constitutional monarchy, as it took me way too long to make for it only to be a minute and a half long, so from now on, my videos will have a more basic editing technique. Got to learn to walk before I can run, you know? Anyway, let's begin. Absolute monarchy. Despite being one of the oldest forms of government, dating back to 3150 BC in Egypt, absolute monarchy still exists to this day, granted probably with little similarity to the kingdoms of ancient Egypt. The most famous, or infamous, absolute monarchy of the modern era is the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, currently ruled over by King Salman. So what exactly is an absolute monarchy? It is a nation-state in which all power is held by one individual, the king. Judicial, financial and executive decisions are made by the king and his close inner circle, that circle a lot of the time being his heir and other children. For most of its history, Europe was dominated by absolute monarchs, Russia and France in particular, with France being the home of the man who embodied absolutism, King Louis XIV, with him famously saying, "L'État c'est moi," I am the state. But despite his sole role as the government, he was arguably a successful absolute monarch, being one of the longest reigning monarchs in the world, and bringing France into an age of prosperity. Another key factor that separates absolute monarchies from the rest is their lack of official constitutions. For example, the Saudi Arabia's constitution is the Holy Quran and the Prophet's Sunnah. This is because absolute monarchs are, as Louis XIV said, the state itself and are only dictated to by their faith and morals. Having a constitution means that the monarch would have to follow these rules, making themselves lower than the law, thus making them constitutional monarchs. Unsurprisingly, there aren't many absolute monarchies left, not since the disaster that was the French Revolution. However, this isn't a bad thing. By having civil liberties and parliamentary elections, a monarch can placate their populace and create a meritocratic society, becoming revered and respected. Whilst it is shown in both history and in the modern age that absolute monarchies work, to a degree, I personally believe that in order for monarchies to survive, they must listen to their people and let them into their inner circles, even if it's just for a little while. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to spread the counter-revolution.